So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It is a hot one today here in Pennsylvania, but that's okay because before too long it's going to be fall, and that's okay as well because that's my favorite time of year. After that comes winter, and that can go either way. I don't mind the cold or the snow. I don't like the mud, so we'll see what happens. According to the Farmer's Almanac, which I don't know how often they're right, like what the percentages are, they're calling for a cold and snowy winter here, I believe. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, enough about that. I am out here on the little clearing project, which I think we could probably start calling it something besides a clearing project because all the trees are gone, at least the ones I want to take for now. But it's coming along nicely. I have found I use this land plane as much backwards as I do forwards, maybe even more. But what was happening was I was pulling forward with it, and a lot of those roots and sticks were accumulating in the front, and then I discovered it does just as nice going backwards. Everything's shaping up real nice, but down in that far end down there, it's a little soft. I had some real big trees in there, so there's some soft spots. I'm gonna need it to dry up a little bit, clean that up with the skid loader, track everything in, and I've got about another 50, 75 feet to go that direction. But all this, I mean, you know, I'm not making a lawn out of this, but it's shaping up really nice. I could put a rake, like on the LX, hit it, and seed it. It'll be good to go. We're getting into a good time of year to grow stuff, at least for a couple months. But anyway, today's video is not about the weather, and it is not about this little project out here. I'll report back tomorrow morning. So this morning, I'm gonna go get a load of gravel in the dump trailer. And I said gravel, not stone. Do you know the difference between gravel and stone, Melissa?
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, definitely the size.
No.
The texture.
Sort of texture. Gravel around here is river rock.
Oh, okay.
Stone is limestone.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick up a load of gravel for a neighbor. We'll probably dump it off later on tonight or tomorrow, but I need to pick it up today. And we'll see how the Super Duty does. This is the first we pulled with this.
Yeah. Yeah, did you even put anything in the bed?
Well, we had the trailer that we brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice little trailer.
Yeah. So we took this to Boonville, New York the other day. I want to get a few miles on it before we start towing. But I entered all the information for the trailer into the truck.
Okay.
You know, you can put like the length, the width, the GVW,
wow.
Description of the trailer.
That's
you
like
can set how much brake the truck's going to give the trailer. I set it at medium. I may have to tweak that later, but
yeah.
Manage trailers. Moritz dump, conventional, electric / surge, trailer brake effort medium, trailer brake gain 5. Let's hit the road. Boy, they're in no hurry. All right, we just got loaded up with our gravel. We are going to put it in tow haul mode. We definitely don't want eco. Tow haul. We're good to go. So my dump trailer, it weighs in at 4,000 pounds. And the first time I pulled it with the GMC, I mentioned, you know, you always hear guys say you couldn't even tell it was back there. Well, I could tell the dump trailer was behind the GMC even when it was empty, but that's no fault of the truck. I had a 2-inch hitch on it with the adapter because it's a 2.5-inch receiver, and you know, it'll kind of rattle around and bang around a little bit, and that's really all I was feeling. Now with this truck, I got a new B&W hitch for the 2.5-inch receiver, and it's rated at 18, maybe even 18,500 pounds. And on the way out, you literally could not tell the trailer was back there unless you looked. I keep feeling my face. I had some dental work done this morning. Everything went well, everything feels fine, but I'm still numbed up pretty good. I was at the bank as well, and I was afraid that I was drooling all over myself, but it's starting to get a little bit better. At least the numbness is starting to go away, but yeah, everything worked out good with the tooth. I'm glad I'm done with that. So I got back to the house a little bit ago, and I was actually able to go dump that load of gravel. So I just took the dump trailer down, got it parked up. But so far, the first pull, the Super Duty, performed well. I only had to go 6 or 7 miles. Had quite a jag of stone on the dump trailer, but it is definitely long. I wanted the long bed, but I was thinking the other day, I went and delivered a cord of firewood maybe 2 weeks ago. He's a subscriber to our channel, real nice guy, but his driveway, man, a lot of sharp turns backing in there. It would have been a little bit more difficult for sure with this long bed truck, but I wanted the long bed. If you don't know the backstory on all this, we ordered this Super Duty, I don't know, February or March, and it was delayed, and then we ended up buying a GMC off the lot, not planning on getting this truck, but we talked about it and we decided to get both. So we've got the Super Duty and the GMC HD. This one has the Duramax, the Ford has the Power Stroke. One of these two trucks are going to go probably in about 3 or 4 months. We'll have to see. The plan was to get a like an F450 or a 550 dump truck, and we don't need both trucks. However, I will say Melissa has been driving this GMC more than the Bronco. So I don't know, maybe, who knows? We'll have to see. Whatever she wants to do, I'm good with. But one of the 3 vehicles is going to go, either the Bronco, the GMC, or the Ford. And we'll have an F450 or a 550 dump. And then I don't need to buy any vehicles for a very, very long time, hopefully. Right now we need to head down to the wood yard and take care of something that I have been needing to do for a long time. I just heard some thunder off in the distance. Perfect time to do this. So I've got this burn pit here, and it is full. I've got some slabs in there, some brush, and a whole bunch of cardboard boxes underneath of that. And underneath that is a whole bunch of fireworks, like what was left over from Eva's graduation party, you know, all the remnants. But there's also a lot of fireworks that were never fired. If you remember, I kind of got whacked in the leg at the end of the show there, and we didn't light quite everything. And it has rained, I don't know, 7 or 8 times since then, if not more. A couple real heavy rains, but there's still going to be some stuff going off here. There's a lot more in there than what it looks like. That pit's probably 5 or 6 feet deep, 5 feet deep, and it's stacked up about 3 feet above the top of it. But yeah, several layers of slabs in there, boxes, all that. I'm just going to put a little diesel fuel on it. I'll go down to the low side and light it, and we'll set a camera up and do a little time lapse here, see if anything blows up. I'm pretty sure it will. It's from experience. come down here to the low side. I want to make sure it gets going because I don't want to be anywhere near it till it all burns down. And I just checked the radar. It looks like it's going to rain pretty good. Starting in about 20 minutes, half hour maybe at the most. A lot of people always ask about the slabs, why I don't sell them as firewood. Most of them, you know, if you have straight logs, most of them are so thin, it's mostly all bark. So I really don't fool with it. At some point maybe we will, but yeah. All right, let's light her up. We'll put you on time lapse. Let's see what happens. Well, it looks like the fire's starting to take off. I haven't heard any bangs yet, but I'm up here at the sawmill and we're going to saw on this maple here a little bit. But look how nice this cherry looks right here. This is the stuff I cut the other day. I need to get this stacked and stickered here pretty soon. But I'm going to use this maple for another section of floor in the woodshed, maybe part of another wood rack. You know what else I ought to do with this, if it's long enough? 10-6. I don't think this one's long enough. We'll see. I need to cut a couple sideboards for the dump trailer. I never did that before because when I was pulling this with the F-150, every pound mattered. You know what I'm saying? But I could definitely use some sideboards, but these are probably going to be about 11 feet, I'm guessing. No. I'm in that hole right there, but yeah, I'm gonna need probably 11.5 feet. That log won't get it. Probably be better to use like white oak or something anyway. We'll load that log up, show you what some of these controls do. This moves the head back right there. This one here will lift the log onto the mill right here, but before you do that, you want to put those stops up on that side so it doesn't roll off the mill, which is this third one right here. See them rising up? And if you go all the way up with them, that same control right here will raise the log turner up. That's for turning the logs, but we're going to put that back down. And we'll lift the log onto the mill. Perfect. I'm starting to hear a little crackling down there at the fire. Nothing big yet. But I think it's just getting started. All right, we need to raise this end of the log right here up about 1.5 inches. That's this lever right here. That looks pretty good. And we'll clamp her in place. That's over here. Making some noise down there. right, I got some 12-inch wide pieces cut right there. 3 4x4s. Starting to rain pretty good right now. I think I'm gonna head down and grab my camera. I'm gonna take the SideKick down and pull right up to it and grab it. I've been hearing some small stuff going off down there, but nothing too crazy. All right, the fire's burnt down pretty well. A bunch of hot coals, a bunch of slabs burning, but there's still a bunch of little stuff going off in there. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I appreciate y'all being here, and don't forget, I mentioned the other day, if you are on X, formerly known as Twitter, check us out there, Outdoors with the Morgans. We just started the other day. We're already up to, I don't know, 1,100 followers so far. And I think tomorrow we're going to post our first video on X. We've been posting pictures and other things as well. And it's kind of a nice place to have a conversation right now because there's not a whole lot of people on there yet. But if you're on X or Twitter, check us out. And I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all being here, and I will catch you on the next one.